Everybody, Rosemary here, and welcome to part 8 of my Master Detective Archives Raincoat Let's Play. In the last episode, we entered the Mystery Labyrinth for the second time, but I wasn't expecting this, but Halara actually ended up coming with us. It turns out that when you use, or when Yuma uses his forte with somebody, they end up kind of like intrinsically linked, so when he goes into the Mystery Labyrinth, they come in with him. So we managed to get through the mysteries of the previous Nailman killings, and there were some interesting, like, both connections and also discrepancies that we got into more detail. So I have said who I think my main suspect is, but I imagine we're probably going to be coming to the end or wrapping up the Mystery Labyrinth in this episode, unless it's like a really, really long one. So I'm excited to see if I am correct about who the killer is or not. So let's go ahead, let's continue on, and let's see who the true murderer is in the Nailman killings. So let's go.
That's it for all the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team, don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here? I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask, who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
This place is creepy.
Don't be afraid to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Feels like we're going to the final boss room. Oh yeah, there's a cage and everything. Oh my, okay, these are all the people from the church, so we're gonna have to pick who we think it is.
Is this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, he's pretty slender.
Let me out of here.
That dark elf looking guy. He looks like a dark elf from like the Elder Scrolls. I was trying to think, I'm like, who does he remind me of? The ears, the nose, the skin color?
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
I wish we could ask, like, when did you hurt your arm? I feel so silly now that, like, she was my #1 suspect, and now I'm like, well, she might obviously not be the suspect because she can't crawl through vents. And it's definitely not him.
To do with the case.
I'm not the
And he's
culprit.
really slender,
Let me
too.
go!
Alright, who's the slender man?
Wow, they're all here.
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need
I
to
mean, the only
accuse
thing I
the
know about
culprit.
is it's somebody slender.
To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true
Have they
detective.
improved enough for you to waive your fee? Probably not.
Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you. With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.
Ooh, somebody's
Oh, okay, I like
guilty.
this. Alright, this is new.
Heart's pounding.
Who's the culprit? Figure it out and hit him with dramatic finger points. Make the right choice, and you'll reveal a new truth. So can we ask them questions? Hey. Alright. Who is the nailman? I was hoping to be able to save beforehand, but I guess we're just being thrown right into it.
I'm not the nail man!
I'm not the culprit.
So it's either probably the
How can
priest
I be the nailman?
or the worshipper. I mean, he knows a lot of information. Can we... Oh, I was like, can we not go back to looking
I'm not the
at
culprit.
I'm not
the solution
nail
keys?
man!
I'm not the culprit.
But how can I be the nailman?
Except, like, he knew, right? He knew all of... Want to pick him because he knew everything. It's like serial killers who go back to their crime scenes. That happens a lot. I'm gonna pick him. I'm gonna pick him. Oh, I was wrong. Oh no.
Huh?
Okay, well,
Considering all the evidence gathered so far, only one person can be the nailman.
except you won't let me look at the evidence.
How can I be the nailman?
All right, well, by process of elimination,
I'm
I
not
say the
culprit.
priest. Okay, it is.
The culprit is you, Father.
So Slender, he would be able to have access to the incinerator. Well, I guess anybody from the church would have access to the incinerator. But what are the other things that makes him the obvious culprit?
What? That's an absolutely...
Ridiculous thing to say.
Him again? Why won't he just give up?
You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth.
Did Seth
is
know
the
about this the whole
culprit?
time? Is he keeping
That's
him...
impossible.
Is he protecting him for some reason?
How dare you spew such nonsense?
Right! Do not make baseless accusations. The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master, you're acting like a real detective. Go on and boom kill him.
Well, I'm interested to see, like, why. Because granted, like, I played this over the course of a couple of days, so I've forgotten some things. Okay, so person with access to incinerator.
I'm a man of the cloth. Now, you're not like this. It's total blasphemy. I am not the nailman. That's it!
Wow, what a great defense.
The mailman is the worshiper!
That's what I thought too. Oh no, he doesn't have access. Okay,
Say,
that's right. The worship. I'm so dumb. I didn't think about that. The worshipper isn't technically a member of the clergy, so he wouldn't have access to the incinerator. Yeah, so Slender has access to the incinerator, does not have a broken arm. So the nailman isn't the worshipper, it's the priest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We just have to find a way to prove it. Okay.
I'm a man of the cloth. Don't be like this.
it's total blasphemy. I am not the mailman.
That's it! Want to discover the body?
Oops.
The mailman is the worshiper!
Ah, I did it again! Oh my gosh, I meant to hit X. Oh my god. I have to make that mistake at least once.
Yeah.
I'm a man of the cloth. Don't be like this. It's total blasphemy.
I am not the...
Mailman.
That's it! The first one to discover the body.
Oh, oh, down, down.
The mailman is the worshiper!
This is the truth. The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access. The worshipper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member. So he's no longer a suspect.
Shut up! Shut up! Ridiculous!
Hey.
A member of the church is the culprit? Even so, I am not the culprit!
I'm guessing it's gonna be the thin person one.
There are others working for the church. Yes, there's the servant. The servant
Oh,
must be
jeez.
the nailman. The servant was
Oh
able
my
to commit
god,
crimes.
why?
I'll slash through this mystery. Climbing up to the underground casino's window with only nails for footing would require considerable agility. Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
No, no, no! Absolute lies! The nun must be the culprit.
I thought so too.
She's thin and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. It's not like she's afraid of heights.
Are we not gonna mention the whole thing
She
about,
used
like,
nails to climb.
her arm?
And you know she's always saying, I'll kill your ass in the name of God. It's clear she's the ruthless.
Wow, just like willing to throw anybody under the bus. I just jumped right into that. The nailman has to be a member of the clergy and thin. If that's all, doesn't the nun also fit the bill?
But
She's not the nailman, though. I can prove it.
The nun must be the culprit.
Okay, so let's go into this. Fishing line, the key's placement implies only someone with full use of their arms could have fashioned the room. Perfect. Okay.
She's thin and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
this is the truth. In the mansion study's locked room, the culprit tossed the key behind the corpse.
Oh
with
my
a
gosh.
perfect
I still
angle.
can't get over the fact that I thought so much that she could have been the culprit. And I thought that maybe she hurt herself, like climbing down the clock tower or something, and she was going to use it as an excuse, being like, it couldn't possibly be me. Well, never mind.
With her dominant hand injured, the nun couldn't have done that. Which
Oh,
means
that's
she's
right.
Not the culprit.
They brought up the fact it was her, because we asked if it was her dominant hand that got hurt, and she said, yeah, so, and I thought that was another thing, like, maybe she is, but now that proved that she can't possibly be. Alright, is that it? We're done? Probably not. Probably gonna be like one big final push. Like Seth will probably step in and be like, I am not gonna let us go down like this.
It's not the churchgoer, the servant, or the nun. There's only one option left. Father, it's you. You are the nailman.
Hey, say something quick. Otherwise, they'll pin me as the culprit.
Well,
Ah, you're useless. I am a priest in service to God.
I didn't think that was gonna be the end of it. The bosses always have to have at least one transformation. Let's hope I do better this time, because that was a really bad attempt on my part.
What god would make you this ugly?
All your proof is nothing but fantasy. You don't have a single piece of hard evidence.
Hard evidence?
But Master, you do! It's easy.
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit. The decisive evidence that proves it is.
Oh gosh, okay. What is it?
I don't know. What do I do? What do I do?
What?
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods. What do you mean? In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
Ooh, is this seems like a new mechanic.
Use everything?
So I'm wondering if like each chapter I'm going to learn something new. Like she is all about like, I will play dirty, I will be underhanded if it means I can get to the truth. And I wonder if like each detective will kind of have their own lesson to impart on me.
Don't hesitate to use anything that might give you an advantage. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Always remember that.
A bluff?
But Yuma's like
In
too
other
honest
words,
for that.
I should just claim I have solid evidence. But what could I use as a bluff?
Oh man, that's a lot of potential things.
Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy.
Ah!
Do you have any proof that I'm a culprit?
Past Nailman murders
Find
Nail
my
and the painting.
fingerprints?
Oh, maybe. Oh,
Did you find my blood?
his footprints.
Of course there's no evidence.
Maybe that's the one I'm supposed to go after.
Not the culprit.
Because he keeps going on about like fingerprints, blood, and we're like footprints though. And they said it was somebody they were wearing like specific shoes. I guess we don't have hard evidence that proves the priest is the culprit, but
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
just like Halara said, use whatever you have, bluff it if you have to. Even a bluff, huh? If I use that one thing, then maybe. Alright, let me check out the solution key for the footprints. Okay, there were suspicious footprints facing the wall in the grassy area, apparently made by dress shoes. And he's probably the only one who wears dress shoes, so alright, we'll try that one. It's the one where he probably says, like, you don't have anything.
Fantasies. Everything is nothing but a fantasy. Do you have any proof that I'm the culprit?
Did you find my fingerprints? Did you find my blood?
Of course there's no evidence.
Yeah.
You left clear evidence at the clock tower's crime scene. There were footprints left under the window in the mud. When we inspected them, we found out they perfectly match your footprints.
Impossible. I already
Oh.
burned those shoes in the incinerator.
You gave yourself away.
That's gotta be it, right?
I swear, I only enacted justice in the name of God.
Looks like it worked. Good job, Yuma.
Thanks.
I love how they had this conversation about bluffing right in front of him and he didn't catch on.
Karnai Ward is rotten to the core. To save it, someone had to get their hands dirty. Those slain were the evil incarnate that harm others. That's why the people asked the nailmen to kill
I want to
them.
still know what did that girl in the clock tower do? What was her big thing? And the thing is, he says it's like bad people, but it could just be like a jilted ex or just somebody who has like a petty reason to want someone dead.
Evil must be punished. And so, I strangled them, made them suffer. All I did was slay evil.
If someone hates somebody bad enough, They give that name to the Nailman. And this priest went around killing those people as the Nailman.
The urban legend offered targets for murder.
A priest is supposed to be the voice of God, but he went around killing people because someone wanted them dead. What is awesome!
It's terrible. It's insane to think that he'd kill people for a reason like that.
That could be said about all murders. Insane people kill for insane reasons. Anyway, you did it, Yuma. My expectations of you weren't wrong after all.
Is it finally over? Huh, nothing's happening. But last time...
Yeah, the soul of the true culprit who created this mystery labyrinth should appear. And since it didn't, it looks like this isn't over yet.
Of course it's not.
Huh? It's not over?
There are still mysteries related to the Nailman killings within this mystery labyrinth.
But we solved all of the locked rooms and discovered the true identity of the Nailman. Was I wrong? But the priest even confessed to it.
Calm down, Yuma. There's no need to panic. If the Nailman's identity is exposed and all mysteries are yet to be solved, then most likely someone else's agenda is involved in this string of killings.
I bet
Someone
Seth is
else's
part of it.
agenda?
That's why he keeps popping up.
Meaning the Nailman didn't work alone.
I did say that I thought it was like... I thought maybe there was at least one Nailman based on the rooms being slightly different, but I think it's more like he had an accomplice, probably from the top, to help cover him cover it up, and I'm betting it's gonna be Seth.
You mean there's another cult?
Yuma, if you consider yourself to be a detective, you must see the truth through to the very end. No mystery concludes with a dead end. There is nothing we detectives cannot solve.
Oh. All right.
We have to review these killings from a different perspective. Out of the 4 locked rooms, if any of them were hiding a mysterious secret, it would be the room that's obviously different from the others.
Different?
Oh crap, which one was it? It was the one probably that didn't give up the solution key, which I think... Oh my gosh, was it the third one?
Master, I get the feeling you want my help.
Yes, please.
Isn't that right? That's what you want, right?
Huh?
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you when you're so helpless like that. Okay, Master, lay it all out.
Alright, we're definitely gonna save first. Oh yeah, my abilities. I haven't used any of those yet. Except there's the whole thing with the memory cap. It's like, I have to have the memory cap in order to be able to increase them, I think. Stamina by 100. Okay, so there we go. By doing that... Vitality. Sure. Okay, I seem to have the biggest problem with the Shinigami puzzle, so let's go with that one. Okay, I'm gonna go with, I think it was the third one where we didn't get the solution key.
Puzzle it out.
Alright, this locked room is different from the others because of the victims. Oh yeah, that's right, I did want it to move slow. And look at that. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. It's a little OP. I apologize, but... Still don't... So, grab solution key.
Twirling, twirling.
I'm kind of regretting slowing it down now. Okay, well, yeah. There's only one thing it could be.
Tick-tock,
It's
tick-tock.
death. Because of the victim's death. Wish you had the option to speed it up if you wanted to, because oh my gosh.
You can do it, Master!
My god, I might not be able to get it just because it's so slow. And then the A is all the way over here. Oh my gosh. Please hurry.
That's right!
A new path's opened up. It seems to be a hidden passage. If so, then the truth should be somewhere down there. Let's go.
Yeah.
I see. So the cause of death for the victim at the art gallery storage is the only one that's different.
Right. The victims in the other locked rooms were all strangled to death. All had strangulation marks and scratches, defensive wounds. The victim in the third locked room had strangulation marks, but no signs of resisting. There's also evidence of blunt trauma to the head, which can be considered the fatal blow.
The marks could have been made after the victim died, so as to appear as if strangulation was the cause of death. The real cause of death is blunt force trauma.
Okay, so that makes it seem like somebody was just trying to copy the Nailman killings. Oh, who else could that be but the Worshipper? Trying to emulate his favorite serial killer. Right? Because he was the one who knew stuff that nobody else would know about. Because he'd been to the other crime scenes, so he probably didn't notice about the fact that the strangulation happened as the cause of death rather than like after, so he was trying to replicate it but didn't do it quite right. Alright, first I thought it was Seth, but I'm like,
But it's
okay.
likely to be an insignificant one. Yuma, let's solve this mystery and move on.
Right.
What was the cause of death made to look like strangulation? Hey, there it is. The work of a copycat. Coincidence, the work of the priest. No, I don't think so. It's the copycat, but I'll still talk to them. There must be a reason it was set up this way. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself. I don't mind helping, but it will cost you. Nah, I don't need your help. I got this.
Right here!
Now the question is, did Seth know that the priest was behind the other ones and assumed he was behind all the killings and was trying to protect him?
The strangulation was faked to imply this crime had the same perpetrator as the other 3 incidents.
Surprising that it was
By
the
making
third
crime
one,
scene
and
as
not the
similar
latest
as
one.
possible. It appeared like the nailman was responsible for an unrelated murder.
I wonder how the priest felt about that.
Which
Did he know?
means this was a copycat crime.
I
Like, did he know who the perpetrator was behind the copycat one? Were they in cahoots? Maybe they worked together on the fourth one? Alright, we're back here. Alright, my first initial choice. Now I know for sure. It's gotta be
Among
him.
the string of nailman killings, there could be some that were done by copycat criminals.
That has to be why the mystery labyrinth still remains, even after discovering the nailman's identity.
Well, I'm proud of myself that I was right at least about that one. My initial suspect, I was way off, but at least I was like thinking that it was done by multiple people.
So who is the copycat criminal?
Indeed, we need to uncover this imposter's identity.
All right.
I feel much more confident about this one.
You're
Oh,
accusing
the
me,
kid?
copycat criminal?
The kid? What? Oh, no. I'm surprised that Yuma isn't saying, like, what is he doing here? That would be fucking wild. No. No, 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 no. I refuse.
I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
Part of me kind of wanted it to be the kid, because that would be really messed up.
You are the copycat criminal.
Huh? Me? What are you talking about? I told you all about the Nailman, and even cooperated with your investigation. And now you think I'm a murderer? Are you fucking kidding me? This is crazy. Your investigation isn't worth shit. I'll crush you to dust, you filth!
Okay, woman's corpse, past nailman murders. Oh,
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was
Victim's
just first
neck.
on the scene.
non-public information.
Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman.
Oh, maybe that's gonna be
Copycat
the
was just
victim's
different
neck.
each time, yeah? And even if there was a copycat criminal, why is it me?
Wait, he said it was... Hold on.
Servant could be the copycat.
He said that it was different each time.
Anyone could have done it!
Okay, let's go through these. Okay. Like the other victims, there are signs of strangulation, but no wounds from resisting, and signs of blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Past Nailman murders. Information was obtained by the church worshiper who knew about the past Nailman murders. Rope marks caused by strangulation and wounds from resisting. There are also string marks on the back of the victim's neck. The victim of the serial killers were not all strangled, but the cause of death was not publicized. Oh, yeah. Okay. When he said they were all different. The Nailman incident was the talk of the town, so couldn't anyone be the copycat killer?
Except...
But in order to copy the crime, you'd need to know the details of the case. Were those details widely known? Let's check the solution key. I mean, they kind of pointed me in the direction after I'd already discovered it, but that's okay. Okay, so it's gonna be... Oh gosh, he said a couple of different things where he said, like, anybody could be a killer.
Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah?
Oh, that's the one. Oh, that's not it. Shoot, okay.
I knew it.
Change in the cause of death is no coincidence because it was done by a copy. Hey, Master, according to the solution key, the cause of death for each victim wasn't made public. The copycat tried to cover up the cause of death, right? Why would they do that?
In that case...
Because they'd seen the bodies, and only one of the suspects could have done that. Darn it. Okay, I think I'm on the right path, but I picked the wrong thing to do, so let's skip ahead here.
Why do you think I'm...
Is it the one where he said anybody could have done it?
Why is it me?
was really bad. Almost missed it again.
The cause of death in the art gallery was blunt force trauma, faked as a strangling to resemble the nailman's MO. But the murders all being strangulations wasn't made public right away. The only ones who knew that were those who actually set foot on the crime scenes. That includes the mailman himself, the Peacekeepers, and the first eyewitnesses on the scene. Which means you! You could have committed the murder in the art gallery.
That's run away like a little bitch. I'm gonna come after you.
Beat some sense into that sensitive, nonsensical phantom!
The what?
For the first on the scene to also be the culprit is rather cliche.
He was always suspicious, but because the real nailman was someone else, I didn't connect the dots.
Right, so we know we're coming to the end
He
now.
was fascinated by the nailman, and by studying him, he eventually knew more about him than anyone else. Ultimately, he became the nailman.
It's ironic that he exposed his own crime by knowing too much about the other ones.
Master, the truth is right there! My radar is banging like crazy!
Banging?
Go away! I won't let you! You have the truth!
Looks like we've arrived at the final stage.
If we make him submit, we'll completely solve the mystery labyrinth. Master, don't let your guard down.
Yeah.
Ah yes, we're doing the big giant lady Shinigami again. Oh gosh, I gotta remember how to do this. There's whole thing like jump and run into something and block or something. Oh god, okay. Kick. Shoot. Oh, that's tackle. That's tackle. Jump. Kick. Ah.
Damn this!
I will never get used to these switch controls.
Stop with your lies! Everything was done by the nailman! I'm not the culprit! How dare you accuse me when you have no proof? You didn't even check the crime scenes back then!
Destroy the wall with solution key. Oh, the Forte. Confirm.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
Wait, did I not pick the right one? Wait, what? Oh my gosh, I like even when I know what it is, I still fuck it up.
Say.
Oh, I know which one is. I know which one it is. There we go. I had it and then I think I went up and accidentally picked the wrong one. Okay.
You're wrong!
There we go.
Huh? Come on!
Thanks to Halara's Forte, we were able to see what each crime scene looked like at that time.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered.
We used post-cognition to gather all the evidence.
Time to unveil!
Wrong! Shut up! Stop it! Get away from me! Damn it! Why you? Get away from me! Get away! Get away! Get away! Who cares if you use post-cognition? You only saw what I saw as the first person on scene! No clue will help lead you to the culprit!
Okay, what is going to be the one that, like, seals this? That'd be
You're
like...
never gonna find the culprit! What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered!
Non-public information. We've already used that one. Nail in the painting. Evidence found related to the murder in the art gallery storage room. A nail is driven into the portrait, perhaps in place of the doll. Paint on the floor. Evidence found related to the murder in the art gallery storage room. At the time the body was discovered, someone from the church tried to enter and knock over a paint can. The art gallery employee claims he was the one who unlocked the door, but was too afraid to open it. Instead, he watched from behind as the person from the church opened the door. When that person opened the door, he stopped at the sight of the victim. That was when the paint can was knocked over. The person from the church who the art gallery member is referring to is likely the worshipper. Okay, well, it's got to be that one, right?
Halara's post-cognition showed us that the paint can at the gallery storage entrance had been knocked over. And according to the art gallery staff member's testimony, that was your doing. You went into the crime scene first, and the art gallery employee behind you noticed you knocking over the paint can. But Halara's post-cognition only shows the scene when the corpse is first discovered. So if you were the first person to find the body, the scene before the paint can fell over would have been recreated. But it wasn't. The paint can had already been knocked over when the corpse was discovered. That means the first person to find the corpse was the art gallery's staff member, not you. The reason you didn't count as the first person to find it is because you're the culprit. This is the truth of the case.
Master, finish him! Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can!
All right, time to do deduction denouncement. Where did the culprit leave the room? Okay, so this is gonna be the first one. There we go. Vent. What did the culprit use to climb the wall? We don't have that one yet. What did the culprit apply to the vent? What did the culprit pass the line through? Okay, so that's going to be the eyeless stall. Let's just go back. Now we've got this one. Going to be the nails. Fishing line. Where did the culprit pass the line to last? That would be the corpse's neck. I wonder if maybe the imitator, he had some deal against that woman. Maybe that's why he went after her. What was nailed to the doll? What did the culprit use to escape? This is going to be the ladder. So we don't really know anything about the last victim, do we? Maybe we'll find out something by the end. And then it's gonna be the incinerator.
Step right up, step right up! A series of locked room murders based on an urban legend. Will we discover the true identity of the Nail Man? Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement.
Oh, it's denouement?
To solve the mystery of this string of events, we have to know who the Nail Man is first. The Nail Man is an urban legend of Kanai Ward. You write down the name of someone you want dead, and drive a nail through it and a doll to a tree behind the church. And the Nail Man will kill that person for you with a countless number of nails.
A string of murders exactly like that urban legend began half a year ago.
All of the crime scenes featured a corpse and dolls nailed down within a locked room. The first murder happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district.
The victim was none other than the geezer who owned the place, and the cause of death was strangulation. I heard the buy-in to place a bet was pretty steep, and cheating was rampant, so it was obviously a scummy place.
The key to the door was inside of a glass, and the vent that connects outside looked too high for escape to be possible.
But the culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footholds to climb.
Like, I know he's a skinny dude, but that's still a very small vent.
The proof? Why, the nails that were bent downward.
The vent was not screwed down at the time of the murder, so it could easily be removed and used as an escape route. The second murder happened 3 months ago. It was at a mansion near Ginma district.
The victim was some real estate agent who lived there, and the cause of death was again strangulation. He made a lot of money through shady real estate deals, so of course someone would be out to get him.
The door to the crime scene was the only possible entrance. But the key to that door was underneath the nailed-down victim. After the culprit escaped, some sort of trick was used to get the key back into the room.
A fishing line passed from the vent through the eye socket of the doll and propped up the upper body of the corpse. All that was left was to exit the room, lock it, throw throw the key in from the vent, and boom! You've got yourself a locked room mystery!
The key was tossed under the victim from the vent, and once the fishing line was retrieved, the corpse's upper body fell over, completing the crime scene.
The nails on the upper body didn't pierce through completely, so it wasn't nailed down at all.
The third murder happened 1 month ago in an art gallery storage room in Yuma district.
The skank's cause of death was
Damn.
force trauma.
I know she tends to be pretty harsh with her words, but just calling her a skank?
She was a pretty lady who let her looks get to her head, and she got boom killed.
The key to the storage room was nailed to a painting through a doll. Another trick was used to get the key back inside the room here.
The painting with the doll nailed to it was propped up against the window, and then the culprit left the room. They nailed the key to the painting through the window, knocked it over, and bam! All done!
Those are the truths behind the past 3 cases. And now, there's been another murder at the clock tower in Kanai Ward.
The woman's cause of death was strangulation. Since you told that kid you'd take care of it, we gotta solve this case.
The clock tower crime scene is rather high up on the 3rd floor. The door was locked from the inside, and the window shutters were also locked. But there was rainwater under the window, and the nails in 2 of the dolls had rub marks.
In other words, the culprit must have hung a rope ladder from the dolls to escape out the window. With my logic, anything is possible.
I was wondering whose voice that was. It was like, it doesn't sound like Halara, and it doesn't sound like Shinigami. It's Shinigami pretending to be Halara.
Why are you imitating Halara? Anyway. The killer cut their footing on the way down from the window. That way, they could just pull on one side of the rope to retrieve the whole thing.
The shutters come down under their own weight, so they locked once the rope was collected. I'm surprised you noticed the auto-locking feature. You sure love your shutters, Master.
The rope ladder was collected, then burned in the church incinerator, which only clergy have access to.
That's how we know the nailman must be someone from the clergy.
But one question arose from this. The nailman killings share one more characteristic. All the victims were murdered by strangulation. This piece of information wasn't publicized.
But the cause of death in the art gallery murder was blunt force trauma. The strangulation marks were added later.
Which means that it was someone mimicking the nailman. But I already know the identity of the copycat killer.
So that means we're gonna have 2 people die once we get out of the mystery labyrinth.
To pass through the vent.
Someone with the skills to throw the key with precision.
And someone affiliated with the church.
The priest! You're the nailman!
I wonder if he's supposed to look like a fox. Like to me, he looks like a dark elf from like the Elder Scrolls, but he also looks like a fox.
And the copycat is someone who
Like
knows
fox,
that all of
shrewd.
the victims were strangled to death.
Because he was the first witness in each case, the person capable of replicating the nailman's crimes is...
The worshipper! You're the copycat criminal!
This is the truth of the case!
What's that?
It's the truth. The soul of the true culprit who built this mystery labyrinth.
I see. It looks otherworldly, but there's an ominous air around it.
Thank you, Halara. I was only able to make it this far thanks to you.
I only kept my part of the deal. You made the right choice hiring me. But I will say one thing. You've taken another step toward being a detective. That much is certain. I, Halara Nightmare, acknowledge you.
Really, Halara? You do?
All right, all eyes on Shinigami.
What's about to happen?
Oh, isn't it obvious? It's the moment we've all been waiting for! Time to boom kill the bad guy! Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case! Death to all deplorables! Ruin to the vile mystery labyrinth! Glorious stellar spiral! Father?
Are you alright?
What's going on? What happened to those two?
Yeah, how do I explain this to him? That, oh yeah, they were the ones who did it, so we killed them in a mystery labyrinth that exists in another dimension? How do you even explain this? It's surprising that, you know, the first one, then again, it was only because Yako stepped in that I still wasn't taken into custody. Because I was thinking, it was like, oh yeah, the end, it's not like they really believed anything that I said.
There's no pulse. They're dead.
Dead? What?
What? What is this?
Oh, wonder how Halara feels about this.
I sure worked hard today. Feels so good to boom kill the murderer.
The mystery labyrinth crumbles when you reap the soul of the true culprit. Then, the cause of the mystery labyrinth's creation pays the price by vanishing with it. I knew this would happen, but it still hurts to see someone die before my eyes. It's like I killed them myself. No, I did kill them. I killed them with the ruthless blade of the truth.
There. Humans boom kill cows and pigs all the time and eat them. You don't feel bad about that, right? These were the souls of deranged murderers. At least you didn't eat them. If you look at it that way, there's nothing to feel bad about at all.
It's not so simple when it comes to people dying.
Did you people do this? Did you kill them with some kind of poison?
Hey, hold on. I have no idea what's going on here. Too much is happening all at once.
We shall talk at headquarters.
Yeah, I didn't think that was just gonna solve everything.
Immediately.
I feel like Seth doesn't know who the true killers are. Like, I don't think he knew. I think they just wanted to sweep it under the rug.
Is it just me, or are things more complicated now than before entering the mystery labyrinth?
Oh, you want help? Are you going to rely on me again? Oh, fine. I can't say no when you ask for help.
Oh wait, is she like making them... Oh, she bringing them to life so that they can confess and then die?
Ah, he came back to life! Sorry about that. You see, I'm actually the mailman.
Well, look at that. Doesn't that clear things up?
What?
These are my final words, so I can't lie. I'm the Nail Man. The worshiper laying there is just a copycat criminal. Search the church for the tools used in each crime. I'm sure you'll find plenty of evidence. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check it out. Thanks.
Thanks. GTG, gotta go die now. Bye.
I didn't know you could do that. But that was a super lazy confession. Will it work?
That should do it. We even have witnesses, so this case is closed.
The priest mumbled something, but I couldn't quite hear him. Anyway, everyone here will be taken
Wait,
to
what?
Amaterasu Corporation.
He said he mumbled something.
At once.
Is he still just being like, not... Maybe he is covering it up.
What?
It wasn't effective at all.
He's so stubborn. This is why I hate authority.
Maybe it's just a matter of he doesn't want to feel undermined. Like, he didn't do it correctly, and he's refusing to admit it.
What do we do?
Wait, I hear something.
Huh? What now?
A motorbike. Something is heading this way at an alarming speed.
It can't be.
Where is that coming from? No. What are you doing here?
Oh, wait, what? Did he just
Who are
die?
you?
You dare speak so carelessly? Who do you think I am?
The hero who defends peace and order in Kanai Ward. Director of the Amaterasu Peacekeepers. The Honorable Yomi Hellsmile.
These names, though.
The Peacekeepers director?
So he is the head of the Peacekeepers.
Now you know, small fry. Bow down.
What are you doing here?
No need to be alarmed. Benevolent Director Yomi is here to help. Oh, excuse me for the late introduction. I am Vice Director of the Peacekeepers, Martina Electro.
She's my beloved right hand. No one else gets to have her.
What's with him?
Master, be careful. This Yomi guy is dangerous.
And what's bad when you've got a death god, like a death god tell you, like, oh, keep an eye out for him. Like, she just met him. It's like, I get bad vibes.
Huh?
I've never seen anyone emit such a dangerous aura before.
He's that bad?
So,
Also, his name is Hellsmile.
what brings you here?
Oh, right. I was so focused on my beloved right hand that I completely forgot.
As mentioned earlier, Director Yomi is here to help. I hear you've been troubled by Seth's unreasonable
Okay, so he's still
treatment.
alive.
Is that right?
He might not be alive for very long, though.
Huh?
Director Yomi, what is going on here? Why am I...
We have discovered you've been receiving sizable kickbacks for facilitating donations meant for the church.
Or
We
they're
now
just
know
saying
why
this.
you were so desperate to clean up all the Nailman killings. After all, it would be troublesome to lose access to all that money.
Okay.
The priest was arrested
According
as
to
the
them, if
Nailman.
they are being honest, it's like he did know.
Wait, please. Director Yomi.
Oh, shit.
I did this under your orders.
Did you say something? Because I didn't hear a thing.
I only did this because you ordered me to.
Seth, you make me sad. I'm the hero and defender of peace in this city. My peacekeepers are proud soldiers of that mission. And yet, you let yourself be corrupted. How could you? Seth, for the sake of the Peacekeepers and the peace of Kanai Ward, die.
Taking advantage of your position as a Peacekeeper executive is a serious crime. The punishment must be severe.
But...
Yeah.
And they're just like,
I'm
well,
annoyed
just
my own
disregard
underling
everything
would
you just
betray
heard.
me like this. I'm so annoyed. I'd go insane if I didn't toy around with my beloved right hand.
It's an honor.
He's terrible. Like a lizard cutting off its own tail to survive.
Someone like him is in charge of the Peacekeepers?
Don't look him in the eyes. Don't talk to him either. If possible, don't even breathe the same air as him. Though it's probably too late for that.
Well then, to our shit-for-brains friends playing detective, looks like I have to give you a warning. Know your place in my city and stay there. Follow the rules and don't disturb our peace. Or I'll need you to die!
My thing is, are they going to release the clockmaker? Because, I mean, Seth confessed that they were doing it under his orders, and they said the whole thing, but like, oh, you're getting kickbacks. They might just throw Seth under the bus and just being like, okay, it was the priest, but this guy, you know, one of the Peacekeepers, he went against us, and he's corrupt, so we had to take him out too.
In this city, Director Yomi is both the law and the Peacekeepers itself. Defying us means you defy law and order. You will receive fitting treatment for such behavior.
Before, you were insignificant specks of dust. But now that you've banded together, you've become an eyesore. Detectives, my ass. Annoying little shits.
Wow. That's not very nice.
Let's go, my beloved right hand.
Yes, Director Yomi.
Looks like we've been targeted by someone dangerous.
Yeah, thanks to you! One wrong move and it would have been all over. You got that?
I'm sorry, but...
No buts! None! How did this happen anyway?
Halara, help me out. Please explain what happened. You said you acknowledged me as a detective, didn't you?
Lars like, that was in another dimension.
What? When did I say that?
Oh, did Halara forget about everything that happened?
Huh?
It's such
Or
a shame,
are they just
Master.
playing?
Everything that happens in the mystery labyrinth gets forgotten.
Well, that answers that question.
What?
Halara's memory must have been wiped after entering and leaving the labyrinth. Nothing inside the mystery labyrinth can be taken into the real world. Not even memories. Unless you have a contract with yours truly, that is.
But I thought Halara and I had finally reached an understanding.
Memories from up until you enter the mystery labyrinth are retained, like the debt you owe for your assignment.
That's awful! Hey, Yuma? Are you listening? You better make sure this doesn't happen again.
By the way, Chief, our submarine office is tipping over. Are you sure the Peacekeepers didn't mess with it?
What? Seriously? I have to go back and repair it! Yuma, help me out! Follow me!
It was supposed to be time for you to reveal the solution, but we've ended up in quite the mess.
Huh? Yeah.
This is my first time dealing with the true culprit dying before they could be accused. But I recall how you did your best to try and solve the case.
Huh?
You should be proud.
Halara.
Look, the chief is calling for you. You should go.
Right. Thank you. Are you serious? A Peacekeeper executive was taking bribes from the church?
If Director Yomi said so, it would be considered the truth, even if it isn't.
What about the priest being the nail man?
It's going to be publicly announced as the truth. It appears the priest's strong desire to save others turned him into the nail man.
It feels so... I don't know, just the fact that people don't know, especially Halara, doesn't know, like, the true truth. Just, it's frustrating.
He saw people wishing for revenge as they hammered those nails in the forest.
But they got the gist of it.
He needed to save them.
So I guess at the end of the day, as long as that kid's dad isn't found guilty, then that's what matters.
That was the motive, though it could all be a story made up by the Peacekeepers.
So, what about the kitty cat criminal?
You mean the copycat?
That one was already publicized as well. They say the copycat did it out of admiration for the real nail man.
And in the end, he felt so much guilt that he poisoned himself? None of this really makes any sense.
It sure didn't look like death by poison to me.
It was me! I did it along with that detective kneeling in penitence over there.
It would make more sense to assume Yomi killed them somehow. Especially when you consider the timing. He'd do it without batting an eye.
Yomi Hellsmile, the director of the Peacekeepers, the leader of our enemy.
I heard he rode in on a dragon.
No, it was a motorcycle.
From what I've investigated, the Peacekeepers' influence is gaining ground at Amaterasu Corporation.
It'll be very interesting doing the Mystery Labyrinth with, what's her name? Watari? She's just gonna need so much explaining what's going on. Like, Halara's sharp, they caught on very quickly, and were leading us around, actually. This guy, Yasuhiko, he's gonna be, I feel like, a little annoying. And it'll be interesting, what's the guy's name? Twilight? Only Twilight?
There's some sort of power struggle going on. Seems like they're getting their way internally. I hear that their boss, Yomi, is extraordinarily dangerous.
Extraordinary.
Fubuki, that's her name.
So he...
It's only a matter of time until the Peacekeepers gain complete control of the corporation. When that happens, they might outright attack the World Detective Organization.
Perhaps the WDO made its move because they saw the warning signs. If that's the case, it could have something to do with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret? We still know nothing about it, huh?
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the Nailman incident. I wonder what it could be.
Sheesh, so much to deal with. This sounds exhausting.
Didn't I tell you that from the start?
We have to obey directives from number 1, no matter how difficult they are.
Well, we got some very talented master detectives gathered here. I'm sure it'll be fine. So much. No, everything changes from now on. Yuma, you can take a seat now.
That was only our first mission.
My legs feel numb.
Don't stick your neck out recklessly from now on, for everyone's sake. Got it?
Got it.
I'm gonna do it at least a couple more times, though.
Hey, we worked super hard. I'm so stressed I could die.
And nobody even knows. That's what's frustrating. We did so much work, and it feels like for no gain. Like, it's like we did nothing.
Oh wait, but I can't die.
Do we have a visitor? That's rare. Yuma, can you go get it?
Sure.
Oh.
Someone's here, right? Maybe you should get the door. They might get fed up and go home. Let me talk to everybody first.
Yuma.
Visitor, who could it be? Yuma, did you go get it?
Oh.
Sure. Master, you're like a little servant boy. Oh, this is my way of exercising resistance.
Hey.
Visitor, could be the Peacekeepers.
What do I do?
Well, that makes me not want to answer the door. They may be after us after what happened today. Yeah, be careful. You're not going to help?
I don't work for
I
cheap.
could, but how much can you pay? Right.
I see.
Visitor, could it be?
Maybe.
You have an idea of who it is? Perhaps it is the kitty cat you mentioned earlier. Not kitty cat, copycat. Anyway, that guy already committed suicide.
Oh?
Oh, truly? My apologies. I do so often forget things. No, really? I hadn't noticed. How kind of you. I didn't think you'd come check on me, too. But you should probably check on the visitor instead. They might get mad and go home.
Yes.
Right, got it. Hey, it's the kid.
Oh, it's you.
My dad is back safe at home! It's all thanks to you! Thank you for helping us!
No, I just... Well, I'm happy for you.
Aw, look at you getting thanked! You were on your knees just a moment ago.
Be quiet.
Oh! There's one more thing I want to ask you.
What is it?
Did someone else die or something? Will you play catch with me?
Huh? Catch? But it's raining.
It's always raining.
Actually, sure. Let's play.
Right, that was like his prized possession, right?
The unending rain. My memories still seem like faraway raindrops. My hands still have yet to grasp a single thing. I'm still lost. Is it all right for me to be here? But with the worn baseball gripped in my hand, my heart somehow feels lighter. Why I wanted to be a detective. It could have been for the sake of something so small that it fits in my hand. Maybe I should give myself credit for this small realization. So, for just a bit longer, I think I'll keep pretending to be a detective.
Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the finale of Case 1. Crazy to think that this is just the first case. I think there's like 4 more to go. So that was a good one. And oh man, I didn't do as well as I would have liked. Hopefully I'll get better with each one, but it feels like I'm just getting worse with each one. But that was still a good one. I like the fact that I was kind of on the right path, but then they threw that whole copycat killer out there. So the fact that there's 2 murders, so maybe the next one there'll be 3 murders. And my initial person that I thought it was gonna be, I was way off on that, but it still like was cool to you know, eventually like get to the conclusion of who it could possibly be. And I really liked the fact that I wasn't expecting Halara to come with us into the mystery labyrinth, because it gets quite lonely with just me and Shinigami. So it's cool to know that that's probably going to happen for the other ones too, that we're going to have each of the other detectives like with us and to see their reactions and just to kind of like interact with them more. So I'm excited for that and to see what the next case is going to be all about. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and stay tuned next week for episode 9. Until then, bye. Special shout out to my top tier patrons: Emily Hornsby, Zoran Ether, Revealing Storm, Asborn Kennedy, Icognito, and Harry Gazif.